Any plans on Ukraine? Are there any plans for any kind of communication between the Secretary and Foreign Minister Lavrov, or anyone else for that matter, on Ukraine? And, well, I'll let you answer that first before I ask the next.
Sure. Well, as you know, Secretary Kerry has been in close contact with Foreign Minister Lavrov over the course of the last couple of weeks. He spoke with them as recently as Saturday. And we put out a readout of that. I don't have any calls to predict, but I expect they will be in close contact in the coming 24 to 48 hours.
Okay. One of the things in this rather extraordinary transcript of the meeting between President Putin and Foreign Minister Lavrov that has appeared on the Russian websites, it talks about how Lavrov invited the Secretary to visit Russia. I don't know if it was Moscow or Sochi today, or as early as today, and that the Secretary was kind of ambivalent, but then on Saturday called. In the call, Lavrov called and said he basically couldn't make it today. Is that still a possibility?
That we will go to Russia today?
No. That there will be some kind of, that there will be a face-to-face meeting between the Secretary and Foreign Minister Lavrov before Sunday, when the referendum is supposed to happen in Crimea.
Well, there's always a possibility. We evaluate day to day. This was in the statement, but just let me reiterate because I know we just put it out. When Secretary Kerry spoke with Foreign Minister Lavrov this weekend, he made clear that he would welcome further discussions focused on how to de-escalate the crisis in Ukraine if and when we see concrete evidence that Russia is prepared to engage on these proposals. You've traveled, all of you have traveled with the Secretary quite a bit. He never shies away from hopping on a plane or having an in-person meeting, but we want to ensure that that is undertaken with seriousness on the other end as well.
Fair enough. So your caveat there is if and when Russia is prepared to engage. Have you seen any willingness on the part of the Russians to engage on these ideas, either the initial ideas that were presented or any amended follow-up versions?
Well, there have been, as you know, because there have been kind of a range of reports here, some from Foreign Minister Lavrov, some in the statement we put out, about there's been an ongoing dialogue, whether that's been on the phone or in person, through paper, not through paper, verbal ideas about ideas. And they address all of the issues that we've been talking about. So letting OSCE monitors in, international observers, the mechanism for a meeting through a contact group. So we're having that discussion day by day. Obviously, the Russians continue to be engaged in that discussion, but we haven't, of course, agreed on. We're waiting for a response to the recent questions that we sent over.
So I'm going to take that as the answer to my question is no. You have not yet seen any movement from the Russians that they're willing to engage on what your proposals.
Well, we're engaging, but no, we have not decided. Right.
Thank you.